You got parents over here going broke, taking out loans for a dance. I'm sorry. Hi. Welcome guys, welcome girls, and every human in between. This is the Bear With Me podcast. I am your host, Girl Whit. Hi. Lovely to be back. Where do we want to start? We're just gonna dive in. First off, the jam session I had before recording, it was giving it made so last week I was talking about like getting ready was kind of but I was like, I'm digging this get ready. So now I feel like to give me the gas to help me really because I realized what it was. When I had traditional employment, you get up, you put on clothes, you go somewhere. I'm finna get up and go sit on the couch to talk. Like, it just was kind of, I don't know. But I am striving really, really hard to make sure that I keep myself on a strict schedule. And we taking it day by day, but we also need to take it week by week. So, like, set up a week. These is going to be the days we do this and actually, like, stick to it. Then the next day, do this, do that. And so just really building my structure. Self-employment, it's interesting, okay? That's what I can say for sure. But anyway, back to my get ready. Y'all, Shorty played with a little red lip, right? It was a lot for me. And I saw it, and then I did me some test shots, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if the camera ready for that. I don't know if they ready for that. But I was like, dang, I think I want a red lip again, because Shorty was fire with the red lip. The locks was a little shorter, so that it just take a moment for the hang time. Okay. So I think I'm going to come through with a red lip tomorrow, just because I can. You feel me? Anyway, if this is your first time joining, welcome. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. Bear With Me podcast. We talk a little bit about everything, whatever's on my heart, whatever. And all I ask is that you bear with me, because I'm gonna just keep it a buck or two. So let's start. Like, comment, subscribe. We're not starting just shit, my bad. Like, comment, subscribe. Like the video. Like the podcast. Give the podcast some stars. Leave a couple comments. Post it on your Instagram. Like, hey, yo, this was funny here. You should check it out. Anyway, now we're going to get into it. It's prom season. Yeah. And I actually had my first prom shoot. I was so happy. So, quick ad pub for me. Create With Me Productions, LLC. I'm your girl. Photography, videography, content creation, brand development. You already made videos and you need them edited. Come see me. Now, I know I said I don't really like editing, but I'll like it. I'll do what I need to do for you, for sure. Anyway. Create With Me Productions. WHIT, not WITH. It'd be throwing people off. Anywho, it's prom season. Had me a prom shoot. But that's not actually what we're talking about. So it's prom season. So now, all on the socials, everybody's prom pictures, they're circulating the web. And you guys, I don't know. I want everybody to take a moment with me, and I want you to go back to your senior prom or junior prom or both proms. I want you to go back, and I want you to think about what you wore, and I want to think about how you transported, and I want you to think about the prom itself and the after. I want you to just think about that, okay? Let's just go there for about however long this episode ended up being, but let's just go there mentally so that I can put you in the mind frame of my mind when I share some of what I share. Your girl Whit was cute, okay? We got the first dress that I saw that I really liked. My dress was $349. And my mama wanted me to wear this ugly shawl because I don't know, but I'm going to describe my dress. But I'm going to also put a picture. So this little strap or something went around the neck. It was like a little string or latch or whatever. Latch don't sound like the term to use, but whatever. It clapped on the neck. It was like a little string that came here. Then it had a little over the breast. It was, what is it called? It wasn't like A where it's just flat. It did curve with the bosom, little corset a little bit. Then it had some ruching, and then it stopped. One leg was out. No, it stopped in the middle. I got a picture right there. I'm going to put a picture up because I don't really know how to describe it. But I had a little leg out, you know. My mom wanted me to wear this non-complimentary shawl. And the weather, it did end up kind of being cool. However, the shawl did not complement the dress. And we was going for a look. So, Then I had on some satin Lil Daddies. Ooh, Jesus, the shoe. Whatever. My cousin was my date. And me and two other couples got a limo. Prom was okay because the music my senior year it was okay. Blurred lines. And then the next school year, the class of 08, they had all the music that I would have wanted my senior year, my freshman year of college, but I think I had a better time with the music that came out my freshman year of college. So it all balanced out at the end of the day. But 2008 music was a lot for music at a prom. I think I missed dinner, can't really remember. And then I lost my camera, my little disposable. So all those pictures that I took, I don't really got those. I only got the ones that was taken at the crib before I left and the ones we bought at the prom. Because, you know, you did your little, stood in front of your little backdrop. They had some little R&B lyric and then they put it there or whatever. So, you know, that was prom. Was prom amazing? No. Was prom boring? No. Was it a dance? Yes. It was very much a dance. After prom, my cousin went to go get his girlfriend, and we went and got my little one piece. And I think we ended up at Steak and Shake. It's called Steak and Shake, yes. Steak and Shake. And then we all went back home. Done. Uneventful, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it is now the year of 2025, and proms are not proms back then. They're just not. And it's crazy to me because I'm thinking about how much more everything cost and how much more people are just paying on proms. Did I have a backdrop? No. Did I have a photographer or a content creator? No and no. Did I have a dance performance before I walked out? No. Did I have, y'all, let me just dial it back. Remember how when we was going to prom, it was limos, right? Well, people, then it went away from limos and then it went to nice cars. Then it leveled up to horse and carriage. Then it leveled up to nice cars. Like we renting a Maybach for the weekend to pull up in. In the past few years, ladies and gentlemen, people have pulled up in camels. I repeat, a camel. This prom season, this guy and girl had a camel that they came to prom on. Let me top the cake even more. A helicopter has dropped off a prom couple. A helicopter? A helicopter? Where did it land for y'all to get out? Because it needed some, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Also, let's level it up. What can top a helicopter? a casket. A hearse brought it out and then kind of like angled it, opened it up. The dude got out and then he got the girl. Y'all thought, and then they weren't even casket sharp. If I'm just really being real, like, wait, you gonna talk about them kids like that? I wasn't impressed. I'm just gonna be honest. I was not impressed. But why a casket? What did you say in your head when you and this little girl was sitting and talking like, how we gonna pull up? Okay, they done already done horses. They done already done camels. They done helicopters. They done. You know what ain't nobody done? A casket. Yeah, because we going to be casket sharp. And I don't even know if kids even know the term casket sharp. I saw that and I was like, okay. The amount of balloon arches and backdrops, and I saw a couple had like a little, before she came out, there was her friends did a little 2-step number before she came out. Look, girl, are you Blue Ivy? Like, who are you? You're a student that goes to a school. What are you talking about? Make it make sense. Then I saw the video that topped them all. And I know y'all done seen it. In Florida, this boy and girl gave each other promise rings, or made promises, like PROM, all caps is. Prom is promises to each other. And I had, because I don't want to misquote nobody. Let me take a sip of my coconut water. Okay. The little boy says, I promise to make this night special. The little girl says, I promise to cherish this moment. What's happening tonight? Did everybody forget that a prom is a dance? Food, DJ, prom court, dance, go home. What's happening at a prom? And so then Dean G, Miss G, teacher me, she starts computing. She tapped in. She said, Whit, what does this say to the kid? Like, whose ideas are these? Is it the parents coming down to the kids like, oh, you should do this? Like, who's competing on the gram? Is it the kids competing with each other, or is it the adults competing with each other? Or is it a combination of both? I don't know, but I do know it's not what's up. Because what about the families that can't afford? Like, if some of us in this school can afford I'm recording. If some of us can't afford a helicopter fly-in, or riding in on camels, or horse and carriage, or everybody show up in a prom t-shirt with my face on the back. If my family can afford this, and this is why so many kids or adolescents and young adults are depressed and have anxiety. Because they see other people doing, and now they're trying to emulate. If any of my kids are still watching, it's a dance. Okay? One more time. It's a dance. Because I also look at it like, if you are doing this at 17, 18 years old, what do you have to look forward to? What are you doing when you turn 21? What are you doing when you turn 25? What are you doing when you get married? What are you doing when you reach bigger milestones? Because again, it's a dance. And I'm going to keep saying that. It is just a dance. If you know the voice from that, please meet me in the comments where that come from. And I'll love you forever. Anyway, it's just a dance for real. At the end of the day, it's a dance. It is a dance. I don't know how else to say it, because what I feel like students that are doing all of this, are you peaking at 17, 18? Like, you reached your peak. And I wonder just what the rest of life gonna look like for you. Not even to be shady, not even to be rude, or just kind of like however you want to interpret that, but like for real, this is literally your peak, and you got parents over here going broke, taking out loans for a dance. I'm sorry. It is I wish my child would be like, Ma, I want that. Oh, what? My friend sent me a video of one of these little viral moments, and her caption was, "What your grades looking like?" I said, that's the question. Because what are your grades looking like? Please tell me that the grades is, I hope that wasn't jiggling like that for real. The way that arm felt like it was moving, I hope. Oh, geez, I can't wait to watch this in post, because it felt like I had that auntie arm. Ooh, auntie, we gotta hit the gym. Oh, okay. What your grades looking like? Matter of fact, that reminds me of another video that I saw. In Florida, some school put on a Met Gala, how you say it? I don't know. Met Gala. Let me know, y'all. That was the theme of their prom. So kids are going dressed as if they're going to a Met Gala, the Met Gala. I say, here again, if this is a more affluent, and then all of the seniors was in, because they made it a point to mention that all of the seniors were high performing. Good job, students. Good job that you all are high performing. Y'all got strong GPAs and all that. I'm here for that. But again, out of this spectrum of affluency, everybody ain't the same level of affluent. And all we doing now is one-upping each other. And it just reads a little inequitable for me, and my heart just goes out to the kids who might be smart as it, but they family don't got all of that. But maybe this community could. Wasn't nobody really shortchanged in this situation. I don't know. But what I do know is, if I'm impressionable my freshman, sophomore year, and I'm seeing people, upperclassmen ahead of me, doing these type of proms, I'm gonna feel away. Unless these parents have really poured into their kids and be like, we don't gotta worry about that. But when you see people doing certain stuff, also why is there so much jewelry on the dresses? Okay, we got all these stones. Everything is nude. Oh, matter of fact, when I'm talking about these dresses, why does little girl have a dress made of money? It was like a princess kind of ball gown. And I'm going to use this book. If you're listening, you might want to go to YouTube and figure it out. But just imagine that this was like in the shape of money, a money sleeve. And it was a $100 bills layered all the way down. Now, I don't know how many $100 bills were on her dress, and then she also had a wad of money, and I'm just like, okay. And this be another thing that throws me off on proms, because the music is not the music that I had when I was growing up, which I can appreciate. Like, what do you really slow dance, or are you slow dancing a Sexy Red? I said, oh, like what? Everything is real gutter, you know what I mean? So like, because I remember people was really trying to bounce and break their back at prom, and I was very much like, We dressed up. Let's be cute and let's be chill. But Muz was footworking, Chicago, and really trying to bend it over and bust it. Like, no, I'm in this dress. I'm cute. So are y'all even dancing? And when I was teaching, kids don't dance. I remember on my whole soul, y'all. Freshman year homecoming, everybody was sitting down at the tables. DJ was playing things that I liked. I got up on that dance floor and got that whole homecoming rocking. I remember going back Monday, Muggs was like, Whit, you was really out there. It was a party. Why was we not? Like, it's homecoming. Like, what's up? So in my head, I'm thinking that this is what you do at parties. So, like, even just like dancing, even just enjoying themselves on the dance floor. No, everybody, last year, I went to prom. Everybody just at the tables, just on FaceTime. I mean, on Instagram or whatever they on, just, look. I'm confused. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Have fun. And then they only stayed at prom for maybe like an hour. So you mean to tell me, you children, no, hopefully they're not listening and watching no more. So those children, or just children nowadays anyway, your mama done spent thousands on thousands of dollars for you to go to this prom for an hour and then leave. And where do they go? Where do kids go after prom nowadays? Where? I went to Steak and Shake. Where do they go? What? Because as far as I'm concerned, now that I'm above 21, I don't know what is open to 18 and up. For the life of me, I can't even imagine anything being for 18 and up. But somehow mugs be outside. So y'all being somebody in Houston, they just chill in each other's garages. It's like, I don't know. Or somebody basement, or no, they don't got no basements. But you know, somebody little game room or something. I just don't know what kids do. And I just be a little curious because I'm like, y'all done rented these cars for these kids and now they just gonna drive around the city because nothing is open for them. Y'all, and oh my God, let me just go back to I promise to cherish this night. For whatever reason, the narrative of either losing your virginity or the night of prom or just having sex on the night of prom, I didn't understand it even when I was in high school because it's not a wedding. Let me say that one more time. It's not a wedding. So I'm just quite confused what we're promising to cherish this night and making it special. And then they put actual rings on their fingers, y'all. They put actual rings on their fingers. What happens if y'all don't work out? Where these rings go? What? And I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy, guys, but how many people actually stay with their high school sweetheart from high school up until adulthood? I can name two couples. I know one couple, they didn't stay together. They was together during high school and maybe shortly after. And then it was a long gap and then they reconnected. So you could say, yeah, high school sweethearts. All right, bet. But y'all don't know what's gonna happen with y'all lives? Committing to what? To what? To what? Y'all, I don't know what's gonna happen if I had kids. Because the budget for prom, for what it is now, I don't know that that's my budget. You're going to get you a nice, cute, and that's another thing. These girls be looking like grown women. Why you don't look 17, 18? But ultimately, like, if you really look at them, you could just see the youthfulness in their face and just like all the things. It's like, yeah, you're young. But they be looking like the dresses be aging them. And that's why I be like, Y'all really hitting y'all peak. Like, this is the top of the mountain for you. Where are you going? Like, you won't have anything to look forward to. I remember telling my little sister, my baby sister actually, when she would be talking about different things that she wanted in high school. And I was like, if you do that, like, what is this going to look like for you? What is that going to look like for you? Like, you're trying to do so much in what feels like the end all be all. But baby, I promise you, no. Stuff that she did for her high school, her senior pictures and all this and all that. When I was ready to do it for her college, she was like, oh, I'm like, no, this is the time. Like, you big grown, you done. You good. Like, you done it. Let's really do what you was trying to do when we was 17, 18. Let's really do this now that we big dog. And I'm just like, come on now. What are we doing? So, I don't know. I just be like, I hate if people really cap themselves at high school, because it's so much more world to live and experience, especially if you go to college. If you don't go to college, okay, fine, cool. But college just really opens up a lot. You just see and experience things a lot differently, and it's really hard to describe it. I don't know. Because when you choose not to, even if you go to a community college, you still got a very small circle of influence, whereas your circle expands because you're interacting with so many more people from so many more places and so many more experiences. And now we really getting to see what's going on. But proms now it's just crazy to think about, because I think about my prom was very simple. Like, I actually would love to do an adult prom. So all of us who watch and listen, we should get together and throw an adult prom. I guess that's a gala. I don't know. But we could have it during prom season, and we could do the prom we never had, you know? It could be real right. We could put music from our prom years, like if it's pockets of us that graduated different. Honestly, all the music from back in the day is the music that I want to listen to anyway. So we could do anybody's prom year. I don't even care, because I know that music gonna slap. Okay, because I don't know what slaps now. I don't. But yeah. Actually, my school, one year, I think it was 2010, they threw a prom. The campus activity board, they threw a prom, and that thing was decent. It was real nice. Some people actually showed up in their prom dresses. Unfortunately, Whit couldn't fit hers no more, but whatever. So yeah, I would love to see if I could fit my prom dress. That would be pretty cool. I used to know where it was. I don't know where my prom dress is no more. Oh well. Y'all meet me in the comments and let me know your thoughts on proms nowadays. Tell me if you think that they are too young for what they be doing and looking like. If some of this stuff is outrageous, let me know what you think about the promise rings and the promises. I really want to know what you think about that. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bear With Me podcast. Wishing you love, light, and laughter. Until next time.